Yekehati ade gunalchish. It's good you guys came here. Thank you. Today is Tuesday, September 9th. This is the second week of our class, and we're excited to see you again. We know folks will be coming in as they get released for their lunch break, so we'll go ahead and get started and let them join when they're ready. Before we hop in, I'm going to share the link to these slides so that you can follow along and study them outside of class. And I'll just put it in the chat. And pretty much if I have links that we're sharing throughout the class, they'll be in this slideshow so you can find them all in one place and make it a little easier for you.
Interesting. It says my name, my address, my email address.
So we had a couple good discussions last week. We're starting to get to know each other, and we're making good progress on making sure everybody in class has a name that you can go by in Lingit. And we really want to honor everybody with their names and give time to practice each name together. And so we're gonna scoot our discussions back a little bit and focus today on finishing up everybody's student names or nicknames. If you don't have one, we're working on one with you. Before we hop into that, were there any questions or comments from anybody so far?
Check my email for
Shirley
password.
and I like to start every class with open Q&A in case anything was kind of hanging on at the end of last class or you have any general questions, comments about the language or this class in general. I'm just sitting here letting everybody in as they come in for their lunch break. And if
Yake,
you,
Satini. I missed
uh,
last week. Good to see you all. Good to be back.
uh, وأتسو يك إيوخ ستيني كنا تشيش. So a couple notes on nicknames, and please feel free to unmute and ask questions as we go or type questions in the chat. We wanted to remind everybody that we need Lingit names or nicknames for conversation practice in this class. If we're working on a name with you, we're likely emailing you back and forth. And we want it to be about something you like, or if you have a nickname at home that you usually go by in English, we can translate that. There's some pretty fun options. And we wanted to remind everybody that your nickname is not an official Lingit name unless you want to adopt it. And so that will be a process. But if we're giving you a name, it's just something for us to use in class for you to go by for fun. And Shirley, did you want to add anything before we start working on Michael's name?
No, I don't. Not at this moment. I don't.
Okay. So we've been emailing with Michael back and forth, and we want to call him a Chuni Handeijin. This is like a cheerful, happy phrase. Literal translation is give me your hand, but conversationally it would mean like friend, shake hands. And so I'll say it for you again, and just like we like to do in this class, we'll break down our pronunciation practice one word or sound at a time and build up to it. So the whole name is Achune Handeijin. So let's start with this first word. It means hand. Repeat after me. Jin.
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 Job. You guys can all unmute your mics and repeat after me. Jin.
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 Good. And then just add an I before that to means your hand. Repeat after me. Ijin.
Jen.
Ijin.
Good. Again. Ijin.
Jen.
Ijin.
And let's practice this word. Repeat after me. Hande.
Hande.
Good. And like Shirley and I mentioned last week, Lingit is a tonal language. So all the vowels can either be high tone or low tone. The first set here is a long low A, double A, and then our next one is a high tone EI. So your tone will go Han and then up for the day. So repeat after me. Han day.
Hande.
And let's put these three words together. Han day Ijin.
Hande. Ijin.
Good. Again. Han day Ijin.
Hande. Ijin.
Yeah, good. This next sound means my. Ugh. Repeat after me. Ugh.
Ah.
Yeah.
Good. You all sound good. And if you have a, like this X is underlined, anytime you have a letter that's underlined, you can pronounce it in the back of your throat. So repeat after me again. Ugh.
Ah.
This next word is friend. Repeat after me. Huni.
Uni.
So let's put these two together. My friend. Ugh. Huni.
Uni.
Again. Ugh. Huni.
Uni.
We're out. Door.
And back to this part. Hande Ijin.
Hande. Ijin.
Good. Again. Hande Ijin.
Hande. Ijin.
And the whole name, repeat after me. Akhuni Hande Ijin.
Ah. Uni. Hande. Ijin.
Good. And one more
Good.
time. Okay, good. Shirley says we sound good, so we got a little pat on the back. Uh, one more time. Akhuni Hande Ijin.
Ah. Uni. Hande. Ijin.
So this is Michael's name, you guys. So when we start to address each other in class, this is how you can address him. Any questions?
Just from me, Gunnar Chish for the name. I very much appreciate it. I like it very much as well. So I'm happy, and I'll practice pronouncing it.
Okay. Good.
Ah, okay. Okay, Jen, where are you? I
Hello.
saw you. Hey, I never emailed you yet, but when we were at the gym, we talked about the name Snowbird for you
Uh-huh.
since you're a snowboarder. And we were thinking of this name, and it's Leitkat, it's and it means bird on the snow.
Okay, can you pronounce that again?
Yeah. Do you like it that as the meaning?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
I like that.
Okay. So we're gonna do the same kind of pronunciation practice. We'll start one piece at a time. And this first word we're gonna practice means bird, and it sounds pretty similar to the word for moose. So we're gonna practice it one little bit at a time. And we'll start with this what we call a rounded K. So in Tlingit, you can have a K with a W at the end of a word. And all you have to do to make that sound is round your lips and breathe out a K. And it sounds like this. Repeat after me. Yeah, good. And you guys can unmute and repeat after me. Good. Um, basically, it makes a really unique sound if you round your lips compared to if you don't. And so even though it sounds really subtle, it's important that you do that because it will change the meaning of the word if you don't, or be a little distracting for birth speakers. So you got that down, even though it's you don't see this in the English language. It might be new for people, but you sound good. Uh, and then let's start at the beginning. We have a TS pinch. So this apostrophe lets us know to pinch the sound. It means to make it kind of sharp sounding. You really push out the air, snap your teeth on it. And let's start with just the TS pinch I. Repeat after me. Eh,
Eh,
Eh.
good. I know some people, it's clipping out for you, but I heard yandekin really good. Let's do this one again. Eh,
Eh.
eh,
good. And then you're gonna follow with it's. So you have a few, sounds all in a row. Don't let it scare you. Just do your best and repeat after me. It's
Is. Oh.
good. And again, it's
Is.
eh.
good.
Yeah.
Any questions?
Be careful you don't say ku. It's the W is meant for you to purse your lips, give it a kiss, or to the K. It's, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
don't sound the W at all.
yeah, good point. So in English, since KW doesn't really occur at the end of a word, sometimes new beginners will say ko, like because they're used to that in English, making like a throat vowel sound ko, but you're just breathing out the sound ko. Yeah. So let's do the whole word again. Repeat after me. It's ko.
It's
Is.
Pretty good. So we'll continue to work on that. This word ka is not underlined, so it means on top of. This is where pronunciation gets important too. If you have an underlined K double A, it means like man or person, but this one is not underlined. It's a regular K, so this means on it. Repeat after me. Ka.
ka,
Ka.
Good. Again, repeat after me. Ka.
Ka.
ka,
Okay.
Yeah, it's a regular K. Ka.
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 ka,
Ka.
Ka.
Okay. And then if you put the word snow, this is snow, late, in front of that, you're saying on the snow. So repeat after me. Late ka.
eh,
Late.
ka,
Ka.
Good. Again. Late ka.
Late. Ka.
eh, ka,
Yeah. On the snow. And then add this last word for bird. Repeat after me. It's
Tis.
It's
good job. And let's do the whole name. Dleitka. It's
Gleitka.
it's
Tis.
ka. It's
Shirley, how do we sound so far?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it again. Repeat after me, everyone. Dleitka. It's
Gleitka.
jade ka.
Is.
It's
good. Snowbird or snowboard. Snowbird on the snow. Any questions on this name?
I like it.
Good. Okay.
so yeah, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
If I translated word by word, it would be snow on bird. So it's the other way around from English, right?
Yes. Good
Okay.
question. Yep. So for people who are tuned into the order of words, is a good moment to realize that in English, we put things in a different word order than we do from Tlingit. And so let me actually just do a quick, let me do a quick breakdown to point out what Michael was sharing. So if I were to do word for word, I would do something like this. One second while I get this organized. So the first word in in the Tlingit phrase is snow. I'm gonna put this one right under Tlait so that y'all can kind of see the breakdown. And then we'll do on it for the second part is ka. And then this last word means snow. And I like doing this for myself and for my students because it's just a good way to internalize the difference in word order between um, Tlingit and English. So let's do one more little extra translation down here. And so in English, you would say bird on the snow. But in the word order for Tlingit, you'd be snow on it, bird. And I won't jump into rules for the grammar for word order right now. There are rules, but I think for now, since a lot of us are beginners and intermediate learners, that's probably enough. Any other questions about that?
Well, thanks for the comment. That was a good comment.
Yeah,
Thank you for explaining.
Yeah.
very happy to. Shirley, did you want to mention anything else about word order and Tlingit or anything like that?
Yeah, the English speakers tend to tell us that our language is backwards. But when you look at all the various different languages, uh, English is the only language that is backwards. Uh, in English, you would say, I drank orange juice. In Tlingit, we would say, orange juice I drank. So that's really typical. But that was a, a good comment because it is confusing if you start to analyze the words and uh, it comes out different.
Really good comment. And then other advice I would share as a second language learner myself is that to get word order right, for me, since I didn't grow up speaking Lingit, I really like to fall back on the phrase book when I'm looking for how to say things. Um, and we'll work with that book in the next couple of lessons. But if you take phrases that are provided by birth speaker elders, then you know they put it in the right word order and you just can internalize that phrase. Whereas if I'm trying to translate things, I'll often put things in the wrong order because I'm thinking in English. Um, so that's a good place to start for getting the right word order. It's in the phrase book. Good comment. Any other comments or questions? All right, so like I mentioned, we're doing really good on names, and we have a couple of questions for folks. Let's see. Let's do a, yeah, let's focus on names that we're still working on, and then we'll do a review of everyone's name. But Tammy, Shirley and I sent you an email. Did you happen to take a look at that yet?
I guess I missed it. Crap.
That's okay. We essentially, we're having fun working on your name, and we're grateful you're sharing it with us. We're stuck on the TH pinch and what that could be because we don't use a TH pinch in the writing system that we're familiar with. And so in order to find it, we were wondering if you could either pronounce it for us or if you have more information about the translation Great Eagle. Do you feel comfortable saying your name for us?
Unmute. When my mom was pronouncing it to me, she would just say like ooth, chalk. But I don't know, ooth.
Oof.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. And then like for the translation Great Eagle, we were wondering if
Or
it
big
ref
eagle, she
okay.
said. Yeah, it was like, that was like what she had. And I've looked up like words for big and great, and like none of those seem to like maybe be a different word that could sound like that. So I don't know.
Okay. Well, that was one of our questions about was it in reference to size or prestige?
Yeah. You don't
It
know.
sounds like maybe size, yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, we'll keep
Let's see.
digging around.
Yeah.
Uh, Shirley, did you have any more comments or questions about Booth Chalk?
No, no, I don't.
Okay.
But we'll work on it and see what we can come up with.
Yeah. And let me see if there's anybody else we wanted to talk to. I think we're looking good. I'm checking to see who's in class in case they're here for a question, but I don't see them. All right. So Shirley, should we practice do a run through on everyone's name again?
Yeah,
Okay. So let's go from the top since we have a few more names. Let's practice everybody's. And Tanya's not here today, but let's practice her name. Repeat after me. Kaya.
Kaya.
Yeah.
Good. Again, Kaya.
Kaya.
Kaya,
Um, Sandrinius also not here today, but we'll do her name, Fog Woman. And the first word relating to fog, repeat after me. Kogas.
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 Good. This underlying K is pronounced in the back of your throat. And make this sound after me. K.
Ko.
Good. You can think about it as the back of your tongue is hitting the back of your throat to make that closing sound. K. And then the S with the apostrophe, the pinched S, is gonna sound sharper. And so do this sound with me. Gas.
Gas.
Yeah.
Pretty close
Uh,
to a Z.
oh, thank you. Good enough to Shirley said pretty close to a Z. Gas.
Kogas.
And then the next word for woman, shawat.
Shawat.
What?
Good. Whole name, Kogas Shawat.
Kogas. Shawat.
Kogas.
Shawat.
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 And Tammy's name, Uschak.
Chak.
Pak.
And Michael's name we practiced today, Achuni Hande Ijin.
Huni. Hande. Ijin.
Okay. And Jen's name, Late Kat. It's
Late cat.
Ketka.
Natalia's not here, but she has a really pretty Sukstun name that means wave. And let's practice her name, Kangyuk.
Kangyo.
Hangyuk.
Uh, and Liz, Jakok.
Chikok.
Good. Corey's name, Skonke, or sorry, Skonke.
Danke.
Pan. E. E.
Shirley's name, Shauk Sanikik.
Daksan. Ki.
Sak. Pani. Ik.
Aniki.
Ik.
And my name is an Athabascan name, so you have like a voiced L, which is not typical in Tlingit. You have a R, this GH sound, which is not typical in Tlingit. But repeat after me. Nila Torah.
Nila
Torah.
Good. Hey, you guys sound good. I should recruit you for my Athabascan classes. And we have a returning student today that I'm excited to practice her name again. Kodzi Aktla. Where'd she go? Oh, Kajis Aktla. So I'm going to type it in, and then we'll practice it. Kajis Aktla. And so let's practice. Let's practice Christy's name. The second word in her name means mother, and repeat after me. Tla. Good. Yeah. It's a voiceless L. Repeat after me. Tla.
La.
Good job. This word, let's practice the whole word, and then we'll break it down. Kajis ak.
Pajis. Pak.
Good. So just a reminder, this period in the middle of kajis and ak, it just tells you to stop the air in your throat, just like when you're saying uh-oh. So let's do this again. Yeah. Uh-huh. Kajis ak.
Pajis. Pak.
And then mother, tla.
Uh,
Good. And her whole name, repeat after me. Kajis ak tla.
Kaji, Ak, Kla.
Tak tla. Good. Any questions so far?
I do.
Mhm.
On that last word there, the TL, it sounds like
Uh-huh.
you're saying with a T sound, but like when you spell out Klingit, it's spelt the same way with the TL, but it has a K sound to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good comment. Good question. Shirley, did you want to address that?
Uh, the T now, you
Yeah.
say the T instead of the K. You say, usually in a native language, you say all the letters, which is not true in the English language. Just say all the letters, get the T in there.
Yeah. Awesome point. And then to add a little background information, um, when this word for Tlingit, it comes from the Tlingit word Tlingit, and this means person or human being. And it's just a voiceless L. So let's practice this word. Repeat after me. Tlingit.
Shingit.
You sound good. And a lot of native cultures, the word for how we describe the people come from the word for human being. And so it's the same in Tlingit. We talk about Tlingit people, we're using their word for human. And something interesting that happened when settlers came to Alaska, they did their best to write down what they think they're hearing. Um, but they were taking an oral language and trying to write it, so they weren't sure what to do. They ended up putting a TL, and then over time that TL started to get pronounced as a K. And so it's just an historical, I don't know what you would say, outcome of kind of anglicizing Tlingit, the word for human being, and yeah, it got written TL and then became KL just in English conversation. But yeah, that's a really good point. I tend to say clink it if I'm speaking English to an English speaking audience. Or if I'm speaking to students, I'll say Tlingit, someone that's familiar. Or if I'm speaking in Tlingit, then I'll say Tlingit. Uh, but thank you for your comment. Yeah, it gets pronounced with a K, but actually the word is Tlingit. So let's practice that one again. Repeat after me. Tlingit.
Klingit.
Yeah.
Good job. Really good question.
That's not a Tlingit word. Not a Tlingit word. Uh, Thane is in our language is tide. Thane. T T-L-E-I-N. Thane. That's the tide. Git is Algonquin. That's the Tsimshian people call human beings. They call them Git. So uh, we're not sure, but it sounds like two languages put together to describe us. And we accepted it and we use it to talk about natives. We apply the same word to other native people. And we were driving in Seattle and we got close to a reservation and there was an Indian walking on the sidewalk. And my mom says, "Oh, they get." So I know that is it also applies to native people. We say Lingit Nagu, and it translates to cricket medicine, but actually in our minds, it applies to native medicine. So, yeah, I just wanted you to know that uh, how the word was put together. And I had a computer that talked, used to read my email. People wrote things to me in Tlingit, and it did pretty good. And the main reason for it was it pronounced every letter. So it sounded pretty good, Tlingit.
Hmm. Whoa, I never heard that before. Lingit.
Yeah, they said when the tide goes out, that's when we're happy.
Yeah.
Get the food.
Mm.
So I think that's why they called us Tlingit.
Mm.
And
Gunalchish.
we call ourselves Tlingit with a silent L. The government calls us Tlingits,
Mhm.
so we go with that. If they're going to give us, raise our hands.
Mhm. That's very cool. Gunalchish.
Goodness, gee.
Awesome. Awesome question. It led to so much information. Now I learned something. Are there any other comments or questions? Did I miss anybody? Annie, welcome to class. Have we talked yet? Do we have your name?
I was here on the first day, but I missed the second one.
Uh-huh. Okay, cool. So this is you, right? Kane.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let's practice these names. We have a few more and we still have 20 minutes left. So Annie's name, repeat after me, Kane.
Okay.
Kane.
Then Ursula's name, she's not here today, but repeat after me, Kadusne.
Kadushne.
Nah,
Mhm. Again, Kadusne.
got this.
Kadushne.
Okay. Tasha Wuduyi.
Udu.
Mhm. Wuduyi.
Udu ye.
Good. Abby Tashiye.
Tashley.
Yeah.
Tashley.
Again, Tashiye.
Bah,
Tashley.
Ye.
Yeah.
Trisha's here. Seki.
Siki.
And Felina's here. Let's do these last two words and then we'll do the beginning. Repeat after me. Guk Adisha what?
Guk.
Adi
Adisha.
Shawat.
And if you're new to class, we gave Felina her name because she beads really beautiful earrings with glass beads. So it's glass beads earring woman. So let's do these last two words again. Guk adi shawat.
Gukadi shawat.
Hadi Shawat.
Good. The first word for glass, itch.
Iksh.
And bead. Good. And bead, kawut.
Kawut.
Put these two words together. Itch, kawut.
Itch.
Itch. Kawut.
In half, guk adi shawat.
Gukadi shawat.
Hadi Shawat.
Good. Now take a breath and smile and just say the whole name nice and slow. Itch, kawut, guk adi shawat.
Itch. Kawut. Guk Hadi Shawat.
Job. Any questions on this name? And let's do Yandakin Ka. So these last two words are for warrior. And let's start with the last one. Man. It's underline K, high tone double A. Repeat after me. Ka.
Ah.
And this word right before it means like true or real. Ka.
Ega.
Good. Again. Ka.
Ega.
And put these two words together. Ka.
Ega. Ka.
Good. The first two words mean he's flying. Yandakin.
Yandakin.
The kin in yandakin has an underlined K. So again, push the back of your tongue to the back of your throat and say kin.
Pin.
It'll be deeper. The sound will come from deeper in the back of your mouth compared to a regular K. So let's try yandakin.
Yandakin.
There you go. Again, yandakin.
Yandakin.
And then these two words. Ka.
Ega. Pa.
The whole name. Yandakin. Ka.
Yandakin. Ega. Pa.
Shirley, how do we sound on that one?
Yeah, that's good.
Goodness, geez. I just want to take a moment to thank you guys because you're so brave and you all participate really well. I know that when I was starting to learn Lingit, I would see a long phrase like this with um, sounds I wasn't familiar with and kind of try to give up halfway through or rush through it, but you guys are taking time to learn and I think you sound really good. Good job. And so those are all our class names. And I know we're working on a couple more, but we'll keep emailing. They're not, the people we're working with are not in class today. Lauru, I think you might be new. Do you have a Singit name?
Yes, it's Kunisha.
Okay. Is it underline X?
I believe so.
And does it look like I spelled it right? Kunisha.
Yeah, I believe it means mountain woman.
Oh, welcome back. I remember you from our previous class.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So,
And my name is Lori.
okay, thank you. I want to check the spelling on mountain woman because maybe it's not underline X. Mountain.
Uh, Shah is the mountain,
Oh.
it's not a woman.
Oh, goodness,
Oh,
geez.
thank you.
That one would be, I'm just checking the tone, if it's high tone or low tone. Let me go to the M mountain. Okay, low tone Sha. So this is ah. And that first word, Shirley, do you think it's khuni?
That sounds right. Let me show.
Yeah, khuni Sha. Okay. So let's practice this one since we still have a few minutes. An important lesson I want to bring up is the tones. And I just did a quick spell check, but Shirley pointed out for us that this word Sha is mountain. And you spell it with a low tone, double A. I think if you switch it to high tone, it can change the meaning to woman. And so this is like where tones give meaning to words, and we want to make sure we get them right. So this one's a long and low A. Repeat after me, Sha.
Ah,
And the first word, repeat after me, khuni.
Holy.
Huni,
Good. Now put them together. Khuni Sha.
Holy.
Huni,
Yeah.
Sha.
Job.
So what does khuni mean?
Khuni could be like relative or friend.
Got it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But
Oh,
Lori, if you
oh,
have more information, oh,
oh,
go ahead.
translation she gave us.
The translation she gave us was mountain woman.
Yeah. Um, then that's what we should go with.
Yeah.
Shah is more than one woman.
Okay.
My goodness.
Okay, so yeah, this in this case, women, like Shirley mentioned, now we have a high tone double A, Sha. So we'll put the tone back to high tone, Sha. Lori, does this look right to you how you've written it before?
Well, I've really not written it. I do know there's one other lady, I think she's in uh, down towards Metlakatla area that has the same name. Um, we were in some Lingit class together a few years back, and we were amazed that there was two of us. Um, so there's two of us with a name that sounds like that.
So were you related?
No,
Mm.
no, I'm from, my blood comes from Mangoon.
Oh,
Um,
and she was from the south.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Mm.
Um,
Awesome. Goodness, geez. Thank you for sharing.
If you leave the high tone on the sha for woman, then it takes the mountain out of it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I would change Shah from mountain to woman.
But then wouldn't it be friend, woman?
Yeah, but that's what I'm looking for variations. Khuni would be like friend or relative. But if it's a different type of X, it, I'm wondering if it's that word for in between. No, that would be Gok. Kun would, if it's a pinched X, would be how many. Kun pinched underline X would be like mas. I would have to dig around for um possible spellings and meanings, but mountain women. I think I just need to look this up and spend some more time with it.
Kuni,
Um,
Kuni is friends, like you said.
okay. Honey, friends.
So mountain
Awesome.
friend.
If we don't have the background as to why the name was given, a lot of times you hear a name and you can write it and say it, uh, and you say, wow, that really makes sense. Uh, like one of my names is Nak, and if you understand Lingit, that means facing each other. What? Who? Who's facing each other? I was named after a, a, a cricket design that was on a brown bear house. It was two brown bears facing each other. But when they gave me the name, they just called me Ustayin Danak. So that happens with a lot of names. Uh, they uh, they work on it and they know the meaning and they tell you the meaning when you get it if it's given to you as an adult. So
Mm,
uh, a lot of times the names are given to a newborn and you don't get that particular background. So uh, a lot of times we can figure out the words. Uh, I have a friend is his name is Shadashik.
mm,
Shadashik. Shah is the mountain. Sheikh is running. Who's running? The
mm.
explanation they gave him was salmon that runs along the river, along the mountain.
Oh,
Yeah. So,
huh.
that's what happens with names. So rather than try to figure out the meaning, and you get close to the real meaning, but it doesn't quite work out. And that's because of that kind of thing. Either the name is really old and just passed on.
Mm.
So um, the work that we do in the class, we look at words and we can look it up. Sometimes the meaning, the real meaning of the words is not available to us. So don't become so self-conscious about your name because it's a real valid name uh, given to you. So just continue to use it the way you know it and train us.
Naschish. Thank you. That is such a good reminder. Any other comments or questions? All right, well, we're at 4 minutes. I want to give you guys a little idea of what we'll be doing when we see you on Thursday. Um, we're going to start using our names in a short conversation. Keep practicing them, but use them in a sentence. So just looking ahead, we'll start a knock knock dialogue that we've done in the past, but this time we're going to cater it to talking about berries and berry picking, bringing each other berries. So when we come back together, we'll start this short dialogue using our names, filling in the blank with our names. Um, and in the next couple of classes, we would like to have some discussions about where you're from, including any knowledge or experience with berry picking you have where you're from. And then also we want to learn your goals for learning the Lingit language with us this fall. So just some things to keep in mind. We'd love for you to come prepared with things you want to share around what you'd like to learn in class this fall, and also a little bit about where you're from, especially berry picking. Um, Shirley, did you have any other comments before we go?
No, I think it's good, and so we'll be looking forward to hearing where you're from. Uh, uh, Usually, what that means is I live here in Anchorage, but I'm from Hona. That's what I usually. So you can say, well, my grandmother is from Ketchikan, or someplace. So those are the things that we can talk about uh, because it's important for us to keep that kind of information about our where we're from, and especially tells a lot about our clan and things like that we hear about. So we'll be using a lot of that knowledge to identify ourselves and others. Gonna teach.
Okay. Good night, Johan. We'll see you here on Thursday at the same time in the same Zoom link. Have an awesome rest of your day.
Nishish. Suya.
Ashish.